Howdy ho, everyone. Today, what we're doing is we're doing scoring for companies that target SMBs, pools, HVAC companies, really anything that has a physical location. Now, this is really important because the data that exists on physical locations is total garbage. Folks like Apollo, ZoomInfo, they don't really do a good job with small business. With small businesses, and they don't do it because they change all the time. There's a lot of information and people don't really target them. Well, that's not true. A lot of people target SMBs, and the reason is that zero interest rates meant that B2B businesses targeted other venture-backed businesses and they all just sold to each other. But now verticalized SaaS is where it's at, and that's where business is booming, because if you're doing pool maintenance, it's not like zero interest impacts your business. People still got pools. So today we're going to do a AI scoring model for how to identify perfect fit ICPs. Now, one thing that I've learned chatting with a bunch of these companies is they have super specific ICPs. Jordan, we want HVAC companies, but not with more than X number of trucks and not Y employees and only that are growing. And they got a lot of specifications about what a good fit ICP is. So I'm going to teach you in this video how to score all of the companies on Google Maps. Well, at least build the model for it. And then, of course, you can come to your Uncle Jordan here to pull the whole country for you. But I'm going to show you how to do it in small batches, so you can do it yourself inside of Clay. And I'm going to show you how to use GPT-4 to do this. And I'm going to show you a trick that no one's ever thought about before. I don't think so. That will help you score companies that don't have a website. What do you do? How do you do that, Jordan? So we're going to dive in here, and we're going to do this today for Coast. So this is a fleet management card. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to first start with their perfect fit companies, and they have that here. So I'm just going to take a screenshot. Who knows what their websites are? I know who knows. Papa ChatGPT. GPT Vision is amazing. What companies are these? Just give me their websites. Don't worry about spelling things wrong in GPT-4. It knows how to spell things right, even if you, aka me, don't. Mint tea is good for you in the mornings and also at night here. Let's look at this. It's like doing all its work here. So while we do that, we're going to do a little sheets.new, which is a good little hack. And let's actually build this list for them, and let's give it to Coast. Coast pay ICP TAM scoring examples. All right. Look at this. It's like Go Green website. Look, it's just like converting this to text. It's Googling it. Look at all the magic that's happening. All right, let's just read about them and start taking some notes. So we can do docs.new and take some notes. I'm going to take some notes on a different page here. Keep your techs on the road. So probably high number of techs, drivers. Okay, fraud. Fraudulent fuel. Okay, so it's all about fuel. Any station that Visa accepts. Okay, that has to be everywhere. 1% back, so spends a lot on gas. I have got a couple of ideas about that. Come in who had a card stolen. Okay, this is always helpful. It hurt at Portal. We didn't run any reports with the Coast. Oh, reporting. That's interesting. High risk fee. $1,600 a month. Okay, Cam Energy. Let's go see. Wow, great. Look at GPT-4. We're going to go to each of these companies' websites and read a little bit about them. HVAC and plumbing. Okay, so I have a little trick here, which is I want to summarize each of these companies' websites. And generally the homepage is the best place to do this because it talks the most about the types of things that companies do. Now, they may do other things, but this is their vision to the world. There's like, here's what we do. You can see there's a lot of people here pictured, which is great. Excuse me. 1959. Okay, wow, they got all these great people. All right, so now go to the first website and describe what this company does in 2 to 3 paragraphs, capturing only the most important details. from their homepage only. So I don't know if you knew this, but GPT-4 can surf the web. So this is image plus web surfing, and it uses the fantastic search engine Bing, only the second best search engine on the planet. Well, that and DuckDuckGo, of course. And then, of course, the one that shall not be named. All right, air conditioning. Look at this. Okay. Okay, next one. So we're just going to do this one by one, and just grab this little snippet of text here, which is a pretty good summary. Now, in order to find bad fit companies, which we need to find bad fit and good fit companies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to google.com and search HVAC San Francisco. So all I want to do is find San Francisco HVAC companies that basically don't look like good ICP fits. And see, so like this is 1876, so they're probably going to be good fits. And actually, I probably want, who are the people that haven't been around? Okay, so this is like probably a perfect company, right? This company looks really small. About Us, 2004, and let's look at their. So they've been around for not too long of a time. Let's see if I can find their Google reviews. All right, let's just see reviews. 5 years ago. Okay, so this company is probably out of business, which means they're a great fit to determine. I shouldn't say that. What if they are in business and they come and find me? Oh, I bet you. Oh, look, this is a Google quote. I bet you this is a tricky website. It's so tricky. I bet you they sell that lead. Okay, next company. Okay, now do this company. All right, so all we're going to do is we're going to go to the sheets.new, and we're just going to use this as a good, and this is a 10, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Description, rating. So these are going to be 10s. 10s just like my smile. Okay, recognize. Okay. This is a 0. Definitely not like my smile. All right. Sundance Energy. We have 2 good fits, don't we? No, we have 1 good fit. We got to grab the other good fit here, which is this Gillette company. So notice here it says the founding dates, right? That's really important to people. And you can imagine if you were founded in 1332 before Columbus sailed the ocean blue, that means that you're going to be a good fit for Coast because you probably have been in business for a while and you have, my guess is, a lot of trucks. Got a lot of trucks. I guess I shouldn't do my ex-president impersonation here on the YouTube. Am I getting me banned? All right. Let's go find another bad fit. HVAC, New Jersey. Everything's bad in New Jersey. Oh, God. That's not true. Okay, 21. This is, 10 plus years in business, 30 plus years in business. We're going to use that later. Boy, we're going to use that little trick later, 55 years. We want only businesses 3 years in business. This company can't be huge, can they? Oh, yeah, they got a Yahoo. 15 years experience. That doesn't mean a lot. Now this one. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do here. But I just want to train the model here. I want to give it examples of bad fit companies and good fit companies. This is really important. And if you also need to explain what you're doing. So... over 15 years in experience. I guess I probably shouldn't use that as the example because it does say 15 years of experience. So that's going to confuse the model. I don't want to 15 years in business. Oh, see, look, this is 22. Okay, so this, oh, they don't have a website though. 30 years in business. Wow, they've been in business for so long. 20 years, 10 years, 10 years, 3. Is this the one that I just visited? It totally is, isn't it? Oh, it totally is. Okay, the heating and cooling doctor. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, they're open 24 hours a day. Now this one. Oh, yeah, this is like a very specific, so this is just probably a Google trick that they're doing. Yeah, so you see how they don't, 20 years of experience. All right. Okay, I probably should, this is like, I think that I should rate this as a, not necessarily a 0, but like a 3, because they talk about 20 years experience. So I think I have enough. Ideally, we would want 1 in the center, but I'm not going to 25 years in business, 7+ years in business, 3 years in business. Let's see if this one, oh, okay, yeah, this is perfect because this probably isn't a brand. Now this one. So this is good. This particular case is good for Coast because notice that they don't say it's been in business for, yeah, results, quad design, inflation. So you can kind of see family owned and operated. So they're small. So this is another 0. Okay, so we've got enough for the model here. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that there's nothing else that we can look for. So let's like just poke around on combined experience. So current opening. So this is good, right? They have a careers page. Wow, that's really good. This means they're growing. So we could look at the careers page, right? And especially if they have drivers. About the history page is family owned and operated. That's pretty good. But the history in page, employee safety. So we're going to do a couple of interesting things here. So let's pop over to Clay. And what we're going to do is we're going to import. And we're going to find local maps. And we're just going to, I shouldn't start in New York. I'm a San Francisco boy. San Francisco, California, where it all began. San Francisco. Let's do 94109. Okay, and let's go super wide. HVAC number of results. I want 200 results. And let's go ahead and submit. And we're going to go pull this for a bunch of different markets here. And I don't think Clay charges you for this, which is kind of incredible. Let's find local maps and let's do Atlanta. I like Atlanta. Okay, HVAC. 200 results again. Now, I actually go do this for the entire country. Clay is just the place that I experiment here. Oh my gosh, please tell me this is not... This is really stop updates. Oh, this was a really expensive video. everything went to holy hell. This is for, I built this not for this particular company. So let's delete these 3 rows. Stop updates, please. Stop updates. Okay, so we're going to do 2 really cool things here. And actually these can go. These Google reviews can go. You can do that. Let's run all the Google reviews. And let's also go we are going to need to scrape the website. So this needs to stop immediately. Why doesn't delete? Yeah. Okay. So basically what we're doing is we just pulled in these HVAC, right? We got reviews, rating count, and we have no idea if these are good fits or not, right? But we're going to do two things right now. First, Clay just really wants to, well, okay, I'll just let it go. Fine. I don't know. Yeah, this is cute. Stop updates. Okay. So basically, we've got their website now, which is really helpful here. We've got the body text and the so the body text is really helpful, and sometimes there also is a description, which is the meta description here. This is the body text. A lot of people don't actually use the meta description. So what we want to do is we actually want to determine how many customers they have. So I'm going to do this on a separate screen because there's some secret sauce right now in the ICP thing, but I'll show it to you in just a second here. A lot of secret sauce going on. So unfortunately, I signed a secret sauce contract. They said no secret sauce. I'm trying to find this company whose website is description. Okay, so I promise I just want to tell you what I'm doing here. I'm actually building this Clay query here that is based on the body text and the description of the company. Now, sometimes the description isn't there and we just have the body text, which is okay. And we got the address. Is a perfect fit for my company, Coast. I'll just read out the... actually, I just should kill this. That way I can show it to you. Okay, I'm just cleaning this up. I apologize. Okay. Great. I'm almost done, I promise. All right. So basically what we're doing is we're just going to do some ICP fit scoring for the website for Coast. I'm trying to turn this company title, and this actually is heating and plumbing. Let's actually just make sure that we get the title here. Title, whose website is description, and whose body text is, you can just go inside of Clay. I'll show you how to do this here. Just body text. And is located at address. And I put in the address. I think I'm just sometimes hope that GPT-4 has some. I use GPT-4 for this one. My company Coast. 10s are have lots of have been in business. The perfect fit companies are those with lots of trucks and drive lots of miles. For example, those that do hundreds of jobs a week have hundreds of drivers, have been in business forever for 30 plus years, and have a fleet of vehicles and a large service area. Uh, 10, so I like to say 10, and then 5s. 7 to 10s are HVAC companies that haven't been in business as long, maybe don't have as many trucks, don't likely drive as many miles, and won't save a lot from a service like Coast, which is a fuel card to prevent abuse and save money on fuel. 0 to 5s, likely have a small service area, haven't been around for a while, have very few Google reviews, and don't likely have a lot of drivers or trucks. Okay, so I probably, so tens, I actually don't have to do this because we just did that above, so I can save the tokens. I don't need your reasoning. Only ever return a number 0 to 10. So I like to repeat that here. Now, there are going to be cases where the model can't take in the big number. In this case, we're actually going to use GPT 3.5, but before I do that, I need to paste in my example. So let me show you where we're going to do that. So all I'm going to do is copy this description, and I'll show you this in a second. I'm going to do the boring stuff over here. And that's a 10. This is a 0. This is Gillette air conditioning, the best a man can get, apparently. That's a 10. Heating and cooling, this is a 3. And this is a Manfred is a 0. All right. All right, let me show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I did here is I basically said 10, 0, 3, and then I say, what role do I want it to play? You are the world's greatest expert on evaluating HVAC companies for the size of their truck fleets. And you can take almost no information and accurately predict how big, how many trucks an HVAC company likely has, and how many miles they likely drive in a month. You are a math wizard. Okay. So we have examples of good and bad fits now, and we're going to do this on the website to start with. Now, I'm going to start with actually GPT 3.5 because GPT 3.5 is much cheaper. And it's probably totally okay to use GPT 3.5. Okay, I have to rerun this because I didn't run it. So this is the website. This is what we want. I always like to click play on a couple things so that I can see what this looks like. Some inputs missing. 4, 7. Okay, so let's actually go see if this is right. Wow, look at that 7. That feels like a 7. I can also ask it to explain the reasoning, but I'm not going to do that. And look at how much this cost me. That's just one click credit. Let's use my Open API key because no price is too much to pay for my 700 YouTube. Actually, I have a lot of YouTube. I'm very grateful. Let's use 3.5 turbo. Stop and do not run. Okay, let's see if GPT 3.5 agrees with GPT. I actually did run this with GPT 3.5. 3. Oh, GPT. Okay, wow, look at how cheap that is. That would be 1/10 of 1 penny. It's very, very cheap to do this. Let's run this again. I wonder if Clay is using, so let's actually run GPT-4 on this, which we might not be able to. Oh, those are 6s. That got inverted. Let's try GPT-4 Turbo Preview. Do not run. And let's see how much more expensive it got. I think that company was probably more of a 7. Now, there's a couple of other tricks that we can do here. I'm going to show you one of them. Let's see how much that cost me. A penny. 10 times more expensive. This is 10 times. Look, this is 30 times more expensive at 3 cents. Now, that totally is a 7. And let's see what happens when you run it with Clay credits one more time. Now, GPT 3.5 is almost totally fine for this. Like, you don't really need to run GPT-4 for almost all of these tasks. So this is one way to do it. Now, I have another trick. So there's sometimes where this, let's actually sort by the companies that don't have a website. So let's do website is empty. Oh, okay, good. So what do we do, right? Like, let's see if these are, how many reviews? 42 reviews, 51 reviews, and they don't have a website, but you probably still want to prospect to them, right? I mean, I think I'd like to prospect to them. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to just duplicate this, and we got a little trick here. And what I'm going to do is we actually pulled the business reviews for these companies. So the 10 reviews, and then I use this tricky formula. So let me show you my magic here. I said, I didn't write that. I'm not that magical. I want the 8 most recent reviews in one text from this list. Here's the date field for one item. Here's the full list. And I want the 4 most recent using this field snippet. So then Clay's Magic wrote this formula for me. Thanks, Eric and Goran. My guess is that he wrote that code to do that. I appreciate you very much. So we don't have the website. So what do? Let's now do Google reviews. Google reviews. All right. Determine if this company, and then all you have to do is, and whose 10 most recent Google reviews are mashed here. Google reviews. The formula. So I just made it in a formula. So I mashed it all here. And then same thing, right? So now if I was doing this for reals, I would not use the company description. I would use people's Google reviews, because this is the company, what the training set is the companies, not the Google reviews. So let's go run this. Not too many here. Some inputs are missing. What did I do wrong? Title, formula, address. We have the address. The title's there. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it basically, of course, it's not going to run if there's no Google reviews. So you can see this company is a 7, but they only had 8 Google reviews. So it's like, how can you don't use this company? Just I'll call you back. Already paired. He shared some tips on good care. You can also affordable HVAC repair. These guys are truly awesome, right? So they talk about multiple people. The technician also explained. So you can use the Claygent here, but this is a really good way to do this. I'm going to show you another crazy way to do this. Let's actually remove this filter. This is some secret sauce. Why am I giving this away online for free? It's 8 p.m. Image. Image recognition. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to let's just continue. I like to save and do not run. I'm going to copy this. Okay. Let's see. I copied all that. Prompt. I'm trying to determine if this company, and then let's remove the website, whose home page is screenshotted below and is located. Okay, so there's not much that's different here, and I guess I'll use my own API key. So check this out. I just need to go website, and I want the full page. Now, what I want to do is some indications include lots of people on the homepage. Remember, we saw, look at all these people. A large service area. A large a large service area, like lots of cities mentioned. What else can we see visually? Oh, lots of drugs pictured, lots of trucks pictured. And maybe even a careers website. Careers link. All right, these are all indications. Save and do not run. All right, so let's look at just companies with a website. So don't worry, Clay won't do is not empty. That's what I want. And let's look at, so this has the 705. Okay, so this is a 7, which is a pretty good fit. Let's actually see if this looks true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one with all the guys on it. So good fit. Now let's use the image recognition. And this is probably going to cost us a little bit more money, but there's a bunch of additional context that happens in the image that we might not have otherwise. I'm hoping this is going to say like a 10 or something. Come on, GPT-4. Let's see how much this cost me. This has to be a good fit. Now, it was interesting that the maps data didn't say we give Robert. Yeah, in this particular case, the maps, he arrived at it. This is going to be really hard. The maps is going to be really bad at this particular task because it just won't know 7. Look at that. Look at that. Look how consistent that is. Unfortunately, they didn't tell me how much it cost. Come on, Clay. So you can see here, there's a couple ways to do this scoring. So this is the process that we use. We will use a combination of these methodologies. We also have used Ocean's lookalike feature, which is a really great feature to be able to not even do any of this work and just say, these are kind of the companies, give me the ones that look like this. It's a great feature. And then they have some keywords that we basically looked at, percentage similarity of keywords. Now, I think that the GPT-4 scoring method makes a ton of sense. These GPT 3.5, as of, I think, last week, costs were cut in half. So this is the exact process that we would run for Coast or any other company that's targeting SMBs, and we do this for your entire market. You can't really do that in Clay. So we'll score the entire market. We'll go pull all the email, all the contact information, and we do it for your whole TAM. And this is the type of deep dive that we do here. So thank you so much for watching this. If you are interested in scoring your TAM and understanding all the different people in your TAM and who are the owners, and you want it updated frequently, and you want to do it for all of the HVAC companies or all of the pool cleaning companies or all of the plumbing companies or all the auto repair companies, we can do that for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed, I'm recording this on Monday, but maybe I'll post on Tuesday, and have a great day. Adios.